The human capital management, which deals directly with people, is also known as the social system of the company. It is a component of the organizational structure, which is also made up of the other two components in the form of company strategic direction and the operating philosophy, policies, and processes. It must be noted that the people is the critical component that realizes company's strategic direction, and it is also the people that transform strategy into action, resulting in return of investment. Since people is critical in the organizational framework, there is a greater need to manage this component. The people structure is complex and is made up of the following elements. One, the individuals who have their own set of values. Two, the leadership or the work style, which is the transformation of individual values into action. Put it together, it has become the work culture where people subscribe themselves to the practices, and once this practice has been adopted in the company, it becomes the work culture in the company, and this is where we talk about how you get things done in the company. It is very important for any company to strike a good balance between these two components, which is the organizational structure and the people structure, as they have impact on each other. Human capital management deals with the integration of these cultures to ensure that it can sustain the business requirement and support the growth in order to achieve greater results. Having realized that labor is capital investment for the company, there is a need to develop strategic management of the system. The sound strategy is to adopt competency-based management system. It starts with the development of a competency model comprising of core and functional competency. It is important to ensure that the model addresses the company's strategic direction. Competency model is a performance standard that guides the workforce to fulfill their obligation towards the company. Once established, the company competency model will become the platform in people management system in the following manner. Number one, it will help the company to establish job design that addresses accountability. Applied in procurement system, it aids the company to identify talents that matches the business requirement. The company will embark on human capital development, and this human capital development and organizational development initiative would have to be based on competency gaps analysis. It will also help the company to manage performance, which is now known as competency-based performance management system, where people performance are based on competency achievement, which is the core competency, functional competency, as well as a deliverable, which are addressing the targets of achievement. In that manner, finally, it will help the company to identify potential for succession planning, to replace or to move up to a higher career level. In view of the changes that have been presented earlier, it is really timely for managers, especially those who manage people, to change their paradigm, change the style on how they manage people, to adopt human capital management concept in order to create greater return of investment. I would call on you to join me to explore more about the strategic human capital management in our next program.